When Priyanka Chopra said she shut down the moment her baby came at 27 weeks, I felt it in my soul. I'm a NICU mom to an IVF miracle, and I know exactly what happens when the doctors say, prepare for the worst. You see this koala? It's my microphone today, but it's also a reality check. This plush is only half the size of the diaper my son Aydin wore when he was born. When your whole world is this small and this fragile, you don't just survive, you become a tigress. Her baby was 27 weeks. Mine was 35. Delivered via an exit procedure because his airway was blocked. Today, I'm reacting to the moments that broke me and the reality of NICU life they never tell you about. I'm Yadi, IVF warrior, survival of multiple losses, and now mom to a medically complex child with 24 hours. I'm not a doctor. I'm a mom who survived the system, and I'm here to help you do the same.
So when we were told that she's coming like at 27 weeks, I just shut down.
That shutdown, that's not a choice. It's your nervous system hitting a wall so you don't shatter. For me, it happened at 18 weeks when we heard the word chaos. I remember the smell of the room, the sound of the HVAC. If I didn't move, it wasn't real. The system expects you to be rational, but you are currently in trauma response. Give yourself grace for not feeling brave yet.
She was purple. And like, we didn't know. The NICU nurses couldn't, like, their little finger was too big for her mouth. How they intubated her.
The image of a nurse's pinky being too big for a baby, that stays with you. For us, it was waking up 3 days after birth, rushing to the NICU and seeing a crowd around Aydin's bed, bagging him because he couldn't breathe. The blue lights, the alarms, it was pure chaos. In the NICU, you aren't just a bystander. You are the witness to your child's fight. It is the hardest job you will ever have. But your presence, even just standing outside of that glass, matters.
It was 3 months, almost 110 days. We stopped everything. We were in the hospital every day. With her, we did shifts so that she could be on our skin. The nurses said from day 2 of life that we should be doing skin to skin.
169 days. That was our count. You become the CEO of a hospital room. You don't time your life by the sun. You time it by pumping sessions and nurse shifts. Priyanka mentions skin to skin. That's medicine. But for us, he was too fragile. We didn't hold him for a month. And when we did, he was just a burrito. We could barely touch him. If you didn't get that golden hour or that early bonding, you aren't less of a mother. You're a warrior in wait.
It was so hard, her journey. 1 pound, 11 ounces. In that moment, I was like, I will go to the ends of the earth to protect you. It's a feeling I have never felt before. And I think every first-time parent says that, but it's like your heart is beating outside of your body. And especially with her, because she was so vulnerable. I became a tigress about everything, from her nutrition to, her medication to her transfusions.
Tigress. That's the exact moment you stop being the good patient and start being your child's only line of defense. For me, that switch happened twice. First, it was the standard protocol. I was pumping bottles of liquid gold every single day. Thick, nutrient-dense milk specifically for Aydin. But the doctors kept pushing synthetic formula. because it was easier for their charts. He couldn't physically latch, but I was damn sure he was getting the best medicine my body could provide. I had to look a specialist in the eye and say, we are using my milk, period. Then it was his care. We had a nurse that was being too rough with him. In that moment, the fear moved to the back seat and Advocacy took the wheel. We had them move from his team immediately. At that moment, I stopped trying to be liked and started trying to keep my son alive. If you're tired of being a nice patient and you're ready to be the CEO of your child's care, hit that subscribe button. We are building a community of advocates here. If Priyanka's story hits you, it's because NICU moms share a wound the world doesn't see. Aydin is 4 now, still medically complex, still fighting. The NICU might end, but the advocacy never does. You are the CEO of your child's care. Trust your gut over any equipment every single time. If you're an IVF warrior or a NICU mom feeling let down by the system, subscribe. Let's fight for the care our children deserve. And in the comments, drop a heart. If you lived through those alarms, I'll know what you mean.